I really need help in math. I've been struggling all day. If only Math Man were here.
Are you ready for another day of e-learning?
Yes, Math Man!
Well then, to the Mathmobile! Everybody, welcome back. And so we're going to continue talking about equivalent ratios. Now the two assignments that I put on Khan Academy for you aren't any harder than anything you've done before. They just have a lot more words. And so you don't want to be scared. I'm going to do some examples, some of the exact problems you have to do. You only have to do 4 of them. You're great if you get 4 out of 4. You get A+. 3 out of 4 would be like a C, but you can keep redoing them. And all the old ones that you might have missed out on, you can still do them. And we want you to do them. They're just under a tab like late. And so make sure you fill those in, and you can fix those to better grades. And so we got some grades in the computer, and some of your grades are not that good because you just did them once and said, oh, I'm done. But we got to try to get them right. And so you can email me, but I'm going to do some of them for you. And so this is what you do. And so watch the videos. And so the first one's called equivalent ratio word problems. And it says Yoda soda is intergalactic party drink. That all that does, none of that matters. None of this matters. They're trying to be funny though. It says you're throwing a party. You need 5 liters of soda for 12 guests. You have 36 guests. How many liters of soda? And so what you want to realize is you have 3 times as many guests. Therefore, you need 3 times as much soda. 5 times 3 is 15. This next problem, it says the mascot for the Timberwolves does 3 backflips and the cheerleaders set off 6 confetti cannons. Well, if the cheerleaders set off 18, notice that is 3 times as much. 6 times 3 is 18. So then the mascot can do 3 times as many backflips. Or for every 1 touchdown. So you got 1 to 6. You got 3 to 9. Well, that's if they want to know backflips. But this problem wants to know touchdowns. So 1 times 3, you just put the 3 in, not the 9. Okay? Finley makes 1 batch of favorite shade of orange paint by 5 liters of yellow, 3 liters of red. If there's 15 liters of red, that's 5 times as much. Now you could take 5 times 5, but that would tell you how much yellow you have. So that's why you might miss it. But if you can do 5 times as much, that just means you did 5 batches. Just put a 5. Okay? If we have 25 pages at 30 minutes, 200 pages, how many quarters are in $2? What times 25 gives you 200? Well, there are 8 quarters in $2, so you just take 30 times 8, which is 240. You're going to get some of these exact same questions. Okay? And then we'll want a couple more here. We'll give you some answers too, and hopefully you get the exact same questions. How many liters of tea does Ben drink in 6 days? Well, 6 days is how many times longer than 2 days? It's 3 times as long. So 350 times 3 is what you want your answer to be. And of course, who drinks that much? Oh, Ben the camel drinks that much. And so you're going to take 350 times 3. How many times bigger? Which the answer would be 1050. 1050. And we'll do one more. According to Greg, a perfect cherry pie has a ratio of 240 cherries to 3 pies. How many cherries do you need to make 9 pies? Well, that's 3 times as many pies, so you need 3 times as many cherries. So take 240 times 3, and you can figure that out. And you can type it in a calculator. Okay? So just look at that and see how you can do it. And if you miss one, you only have to do 4. But don't just do 4 and say it's good enough. You're not going to have a very good grade. You can redo them and do them till you get a better grade. Don't be content with a bad grade. Okay? And that's evaluating ratio word problems. And there's one other one that's called evaluating ratios in the real world. And so similar things. This looks like a lot of words, so it's scary. But you just focus on the little bit. It says 4 ounces of blue for 3 ounces of red. Notice I didn't read the whole problem. I can't read that fast. So if you got 4 blue to 3 red, what would that be the same as? So what you want to do is like double it. Well, if I double 4 blue, I'd get 8 blue. If I doubled 3 red, I'd get 6 red. And so you just go, I double it. But then it says choose 2 answers. Well, then triple it. 12. That'd be 12 blue. But then 3 times 3 is 9. Oh, that'd have to be a 9. So I know it's not going to be that answer. Well, let's quadruple it. What's 4 times 4? 16. There aren't any 16s. What's 4 times 5? 20. And then I multiply them both by 5. Let's pick the next one. 8 oil, 3 vinegar. That's all you want. You just look. You ignore the rest. So you got 8 oil to 3 vinegar. If you multiply them both by 10, you would get 80 to 30. But you don't flip it. You don't do 3 oil to 8 vinegar. No. And then I'll move this a little bit. 80 to 30. If you multiply 8 times 7 and 3 times 7, you get 56 to 21. If you multiply 8 times 6 and 3 times 6, you get 48 to 18. Use a calculator. Just multiply 8 and 3 by the same number and see which sets you get. And read exactly what it says for how many answers to choose. If it says choose 3, then pick 3. If it says choose 2, pick 2. 5 over 6 equals what fractions? That's all you're really doing. If you multiply top and bottom by 4, you get 10 over 24. If you multiply top and bottom by 3, you get 8 over 15. And then those are your answers. And it's all about equal fractions, multiplying the top and the bottom by the same number to get that. If you have questions, let me know. Try to fix your old homework and hang in there. And the work you put in now makes